Hold on. Let me get up my pre-game drink. Oh my god. Ooh. Who's this sweet mom on my screen? Her kneecap's a little funky though. It's fine. I'll forgive her. DDLC? DDLC. Holy shit, this is bright. This game's not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Doki! Who's this baddie in the corner? I told her, come hit me up. We can go out sometime. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Saori. But Saori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way about Natsuki about the event. Probably feel the same way as Natsuki. Okay, my bad. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Saori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Why is there no audio? Skip on-scene text. Text speed. There's no music apparently. Wait, who's this, Monica? Let me get my voices back. Lizzie, it's first on here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Saori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Saori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I used to think, but maybe I should have gone and woke her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Izzy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sari really tell her about that so quickly? About how I basically turned her down her confession? I basically turned down her confession, my bad. That makes me seem really bad. Bro, can you guys hear audio? Like, there's this, but there's no music. Hold on. There we go. Turn that up. Turn that up. Hold on. Save game. Hold on. Load game. There's just no sound. Okay, my bad. Did Sarah really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't get the full story at all. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think, huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill go down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost a professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Saori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Hold on. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get on my head, 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 get out my head, get out my head, get out my head, of get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. So basically, Monica, why do you let her pick a poem that's not a poem and just a mental breakdown? Telling me to take responsibility for it, and then you're just letting her do this? Okay, bro. Okay. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Izzy, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sari has written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna give it Sari, so well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sari. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they have always been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sari's house and I knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either, but like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sari? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? Is that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sari's room, I knock on her door. Sari? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to enter the room like this. Isn't my time. Isn't it a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh my. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sorry I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Wait, hold. Okay, bro. I tell you we were better as friends, and the first thing you do is kill yourself, bro. No, but that actually did hurt, bro. That actually did hurt, though. I don't know if you guys felt it too, bro. But playing this game, bro, like my chest tightened, bro. My chest hurts. Like, bro, holy shit. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sari I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best for her and everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what have happened to push her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ear. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I would just spend more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival, I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't a game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now, I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never, 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 never. End. End. They wiped my save, bro. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Bro. Oh my god. After I pack my things, I plainly stare at the wall and clubs. There really aren't anything that interests me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Is he? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably one of the most popular girls in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Okay, so she quit the debate club. But I've heard most of this. Hold on. So she started a new one, the literature club. Literature. That sounds like kind of dull, whatever. Bro. And thus Mark said, hey, I sold my soul to Monica. And I gently followed Monica across. I'm back. I brought a guest with me. Girl one. I guess. Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh my god, bro. She just... I'm sorry for skipping much of this, but it's literally the same thing I've already done, just replacing, sorry. Okay, she's talking about how fucking manga isn't a real type of book or whatever. She talks about horror. Okay, it's just the same thing. Same thing. Same thing. They're just beefing over the different kinds of books they read. That's how you join the club. Okay. How about join that? I just joined their club. And then you write a poem. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to these girls. Alright, just have to take the most of my circumstances to good fortune. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. A dream. I was wandering in an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the door on to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of intermediate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were were already getting tired. No. I'm sorry. What was that? Hi, Genizzi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Oh, come on. Like, you just... Okay, this is the same thing, but they're fucking tweaking out. Okay, click. You looking for something in there? Fucking mono. What? What's the trouble? Okay. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked boxes and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you really are into it until you figure out, well, where the other person stands. How do you know that anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written all over your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a low volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the other side of the shelves. Curious, I pull out one of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a little closer to the box so that she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way on my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge me, you can go do it through the glass door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Izzy. Consider this a lesson. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of The Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She takes me to a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Won't chairs be more comfortable? Take my seat. I take my seat. Chairs won't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, claiming additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I and talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you saying this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. Well, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I want to really know... What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I could never get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge me, much less friends who also are into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the clubroom. Cat Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're gonna enjoy yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears the wrappers off. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Izzy. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point? I wrote this whole thing. I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem?
I feel like the eye patches kind of took down.
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when I was writing this. I wanted to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me how dumb a poem make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go to announcing it to the world like you're an all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eels and flying. Okay. Okay. I think it's the same as the other one. Come out. So she's saying my poem sucks because I didn't write it her way. Oh, they're still fighting. Holy shit. Monica? You okay there? What's going on right now? Am I tweaking? Hey, Izzy. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even comfort my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if it makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'll be happy to spend time with you instead. Looks like they're done. Oh my god, bro. She's fucking tweaking out, but she didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. I don't fucking care. But no, stop. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Other classes. What? I really need to apologize. Nothing like that's ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. No, not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here for a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing our poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me feel any less for you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Don't say this kind of thing so frankly. Don't make me too happy. Okay, bitter or whatever. Have you seen Monica? Ah, no, I haven't. I like it, bro. I like the game. But I don't know. Like, this is... The way it just went is kind of upsetting to me. Like, I get the whole suicide thing, bro. But now I have a restart all the way from the beginning. It's so upsetting to me. So upsetting to me. Like, bro. I get it. But, like, it also upsets me. Valentine's. Side stories. Begin side story. Okay, I'll do this one next time, okay? Let me out. Settings. Freedom.